Good morning, everyone. It is December 19th, 2022. I'm Karen Canfield from the Scituate Select Board, and this is our weekly update. Thanks for joining us, and happy holidays to everyone this week. Exciting week for everyone. Hope you enjoy it. And I wanted to give a special shout out to all of our town employees who have worked so hard this year and are dedicated to our community. So best wishes to all of you as well. This week we do have some town meetings. I wanted to just highlight, you can find all of the agendas and times and how to participate on the town website. But tonight, Conservation will be meeting, as well as the Affordable Housing Trust. Tomorrow night, the Select Board will be meeting. And as much as I would like a light agenda, that's not happening this week. We are continuing our fiscal 24 budget reviews meetings, which are very interesting. Each department head comes in and talks about their plans for the coming year. We'll be voting on next steps on the water treatment plant design, which I'm sure Jim will touch on. We will receive a report from the capital planning committee about fiscal 24 capital plans. And we're also going to review the reopening of the recreational shellfish beds. So big meeting tomorrow night. That's what I have, and I will throw it over to our town administrator, Mr. Bedreau.
Good morning. Hard to believe that Christmas is this week. The year has flown by. So we'll continue with our updates with water as usual. Another big jump this week. The reservoirs are +9. Last week we were at +2. Tack Factory Ponds at +8. Last week we were at +2 for Tack Factory Pond. Average daily demand was 1.13 million gallons per day, up from last week's 1.048 million gallons per day. Rainfall the last 7 days was 3.97 inches measured at the plant, which explains the big jump in our capacity at the reservoirs. Selco, our water contractor, is done, and we will not be back doing water work now until the spring. We met last week with the team dealing with the lighthouse consultant on what's going to happen down at the lighthouse. We're moving ahead to replace the current 1930s lantern room with a new lantern room that will mirror the 1930s design. As I mentioned before, there is an earlier 1840s lantern room design, but the Historic Commission was fairly adamant and felt strongly that we should mirror the design that's down there now. So we're moving forward with the 1930s design. We'll also be removing the top 4 feet of brick from the lighthouse tower that was repaired several years ago. The repairs are not holding, so that will be coming off and be replaced as part of the replacement of the lighthouse lantern room. I'll have some more for the board on that tomorrow night. I will also now begin discussions with the board, with the Historic Society, with other town boards and commissions about the existing lantern room, what it might cost to repair and bring that up to code, and where we might want to put that if a decision is made that we want to save that for usage someplace else. Remind people of Scituate Food Pantry is helping more residents than ever before. They are in need of donations of food products that they can't get from their supply of the Greater Boston Food Bank. They are seeking the following: beef stew, canned ham, spam, hash, canned fish of all types, cookies, hot and cold healthy cereals, condiments, and salsa. Donations can be dropped off at the food pantries during their normal business hours. They can also be dropped off at the Scituate Public Library, the Village Market, and the Shaw's on 3A. And the House of Worships in town are also collecting for the food pantry. So if you have something extra, please feel free to help out. They will appreciate your help. And again, we want to help our residents in need, and they are busier than ever this holiday season. Widows Walk Golf Course will be open for walkers starting this Saturday, Christmas Eve. While you enjoy the golf course and walking the course and enjoy nature out there, we ask that you please remain off the greens and keep your pets off the greens. Greens are very expensive to build and maintain. They're damaged very easily. So please stay off the greens and keep your dogs off the greens. We also ask that you please pick up after your dogs. Don't leave the waste on the golf course. And we will be putting barrels at the end of the path for 18 and 1, so people will have easy, convenient places to dispose of their waste. While you're there, the Drift Inn will remain open so far this winter. So if you have a chance, go in, have lunch, or have dinner after you go for your walk, or if we get some snow after you go sledding. It's had rave reviews. I understand it's not as crowded as it was in July. So if you're worried about that, you'll probably be able to get in and get a seat. So please visit them while you're there. We continue to ask everybody to patronize our local businesses this holiday season. I was down in the harbor yesterday, stopped at a couple places to do some shopping. They have great products. They have great staff. They have great help. So please, while you're doing your Christmas shopping, if you need some last minute gifts, instead of worrying about whether Amazon's going to get there on time, you can go to one of our local businesses, pick it up right there and bring it home. So please patronize our local businesses as much as you can this holiday season. If you get down to Cole Parkway, you'll see a Connex box, which is just a trailer box in the parking lot where the Harbor Masters Park. That is the beginning of the new project at the Harbor Masters office to replace the docks. Contractors removing the electrical boxes on the docks. We'll be storing them in the Connex trailer. And then after the new year, you will see fencing going up, blocking off a portion of the parking next to the gazebo, where we will be doing that job. It'll be very similar to what you saw when we did the piling project down there, and we will put up a plan for that prior to the fencing going up in mid-January. So we're very excited by that. And of course, that will be completed prior to the boating season. Finally, you'll see the DPW out and about. They are putting up snow fencing in different parts of town to help prevent blowing snow and icing, particularly the Driftway and Old Oak and Bucket they're concentrating on right now. But if you have an area where you believe that this might be helpful, contact the DPW. They'll be happy to come on and take a look and see if snow fencing might be an answer to problems in your area. We're also still looking for snowplow drivers at this point. We have filled our staff. We're very lucky in that we haven't been able to fill our vacancies in the DPW. But we are still looking for contractors if you're available. And if you see the plows around town, don't worry. It's not because we're plowing snow. It's just the plow drivers getting used to their routes and getting acclimated to them. So when the winter comes, they'll be familiar with their routes and how they're going to have to plow when they go out there. So keep an eye out for them. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and we'll see you after the holiday.
Thanks so much, Jim. Have a great week, everyone. Happy holidays.